This is take two. Okay. That was a stupid intro. What is up, YouTube? Breaker Mighty here. This is take two. I was like 4 minutes into my video and a freaking Amber Alert went off and cut the whole video. I'm like, no. All right. Breaker Mighty here with Sunday Stand-Up, Sit Down. I'm your host, Breaker Mighty. I know my mixtape's on this channel, but I'm like hesitant to use my name as like, I'm a comedian though. I use my real name as a comedian. But on YouTube, I use the screen name, the username, the persona. It's not a persona. It's just, this is Breaker Mighty, you know? Anyway, what I'm sipping on. I'm sipping on this Mighty Kind CBD seltzer. It's cherry blossom flavored. 20 milligrams CBD. I'm like 90% sure this company's local in St. Louis, but I read the can for a while, so we're not gonna do that on this take now. Anyway, so I'm drinking out of this Spider-Man glass because, I mean, why not? Fucking 5 here. Let's go. Sunday, sit down, stand up. Sunday, stand up, sit down. I am your host. This is when I go through my week of comedy, open mic stuff, or anything in the comedy world. Anyway, Monday. I started Monday. Monday, heavy anchor. I did the cat joke, which is the tale of Tommy. So it's the joke of like, I accidentally stole my neighbor's cat because I thought he was just an alley cat playing around, and then I saved him. No, it was just my neighbor's cat. Anyway, so there's like a whole like story into that, and I just like tell that, and anyway. Then I went into like a donut joke, like a peanut allergy joke, but like donut remix. I need to hammer down an actual remix part so I could like rehearse it, memorize it. I got it, like down. Because once I'm doing it, I feel like I'm just falling off the stage. And I need to, like, commit. I need to sell it. I need to commit, you know? Anyway, and then I ended with children's hospital commercials on network television. And there's, like, jokes about, like, I'm a millennial Gen Zer. I don't have cable. And stuff like that. And it did pretty well. I definitely want to like really hammer out how I say things and stuff like that. Like really hammer out the script. It was my first time trying that material, so it was a little like just thrown out there. But yeah, I felt pretty good over it on Monday. I was at the heavy anchor, Chad Wallace, host. Tuesday, I was at the Handlebar. It was their last kickstand comedy. It was the first Tuesday of every month since October, so it's been short-lived. But they're doing their last one, hosted by Teal Pierce. I think the last host backed out. I'm gonna look up, see if she still does comedy. I'll look her up. I'm saying these names as if people know, like the YouTube audience would know. No, these are like local names, so look them up, I guess. Check it out if you're in the area. Some do travel, though. All right. Then Wednesday. All right, this is what ended. Wednesday is what ended it. I went to the Helium Comedy Club. Clubs are super intimidating to me. I don't know why. They're just so intimidating to me. My spine is like a freaking icicle. It's so cold and I'm just like so nervous. I fuck everything up. Sometimes I go into the joke and I'll get a couple chuckles and I'm like, oh, okay. And then my mind's like just on rapid fire and it's just like, all right, go to the next thing. And I'm like, no. Like I need to like lean in and like do this thing. Like there's more words to say. You're skipping ahead. Stop. Pump the brakes. But my brain's just so nervous and on fire, like, and then I don't get laughs because I just look like a maniac up there, and I'm like, oh no, they're not laughing. I'm acting like a maniac. Oh fuck, I'm fucking everything up. I'm bombing. Officially bombed. Like, that's just how it feels. I don't know. So that was my weekend. I was going to do something on Friday, but work got a little crazy, so I couldn't do it Friday. I mean, I probably could have and just like ran late, but then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Matt came in, like let's restart the mic." Like, no. So I didn't want to do that. Anyway, so that was my weekend comedy. I was gonna go tonight, but I had work, ran late again, so whatever. I digress. This coming week, I want to go to the Alamo Draft House. They have a new open mic on Monday nights. I want to check them out. One of my favorites, Angela Smith, is a host. So she's so funny. I love her so much. She's so funny. And then her husband, Charlie, he's really funny too. I think he's so cool. Anyway, but I want to go and support their open mic because I like them. Anyway, so I'm going to go there tomorrow night, Monday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to Spine again. I really liked that mic, and I think I invited a friend if they're actually going to come. I don't know if they are. They said they could, but who knows. And then Wednesday, I kind of want to take the night off. I'll go to Gauntlet. I was going to go to Gauntlet at the Eat Crow. It's at 10 o'clock. After Helium, but Helium just crushed my ego really hard that I was just like, let's go home and watch cartoons. And let's take a night in. That's another thing about Helium. Like, I was so nervous and like so uptight, but I also was like really like exhausted and tired, and I didn't want to go anyway because I was intimidated. So it really showed when I was on stage. When I was on stage, it showed. I was like, oh, I'm not giving it my all, and it's fogging everything up. But tonight, or this week, maybe we'll just stay in on Wednesday, and, like, then we'll go to Gauntlet at 10 p.m. Like, we won't do anything before, but we'll do it after. Like, we'll stay home, and then we'll go to the late one. Anyway, why am I explaining that? And then we're definitely doing Friday, because I don't work Friday, so... and then I definitely want to do Sunday because I don't think I work Sunday either. So, we'll have like a full week of open mics. That'd be so fun. I say that now and then cut to me next week where I'm like, I did like half of that. Anyway, I did all of it and half of it sucked. Like, I could have just been like that. Anyway, but this week, 3 mics. It's like 4. That's like 12 minutes total. I'd say like half of that was just really good, and then I'll say a third of it was really good. Another third of it was mediocre, needs to be like hammered out really well, and then the third one, the last third, would be like it's just terrible. It's just terrible, and run away. Just run away. Just stop. How's this week's weekend comedy for me? Do I have any new jokes coming up? No, I do want to work on the Touch Tunes joke. I think there's something there. I just need to work. I need to hammering out my scripts is my biggest challenge right now. Right now, I should say. Like, I've definitely have had jokes where I'm like, I don't need to hammer that out anymore, but there's like a lot of new ones I'm trying now where I'm like, we should really like hammer out that good parts. And I have some recordings to listen back to, so we can definitely grow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a Touch Tunes joke I really want to work on. I think that one's gonna be good. Now I'm just trying to brainstorm jokes. I know I got a couple jokes on the deck that I need to work them out and like write them all out, but that's not here. I was just talking about my weekend comedy and what's coming up. Yeah, I already covered what's coming up. So yeah, that's what's happening. I watched the Chris Rock Netflix special. I liked it, and there's like a bunch of people are being like, it was terrible, and I'm like, have we just like resorted into dogpiling on old comedians? I mean, yeah, it's giving old man screaming at a cloud energy, sure, but at least he's not being transphobic like Dave Chappelle, which out of all of Chris Rock's stand-up specials, this is the only one with trans people in it to my knowledge. Yeah, like, I'm a huge Chris Rock fan. This is new, you know. If that was the controversial part, I don't know what was controversial about it. I just know that some people I didn't talk to anybody in the comedy world about it, but I read some tweets that weren't in the comedy world, so maybe their reactions are different. I don't know how to navigate reviews of comedy. I liked it. That's all I know. I liked it. What was my favorite joke? Well, obviously, I love the part where he's like, "I don't need any more rappers mad at me." Like, that's nice. It was a great, like, come around. Like, he said that like 2 or 3 times, and then he went into Will Smith. But it was a good, like, subtle come around every time. He would bring it back and be like, "I don't need any more mad rappers." And, like, it's just, like, awesome. Like, it was just, like, cool. Because, like, wasn't directly saying Will Smith, but it was also, like, alluding to it. But then every time he did that, he's like, "No, no, no, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. I'm not going there yet." But you knew he was going to go there. He did at the end. And I liked his, last bit about it. Although I did read some tweets where like, "Oh, sure, you're really just blaming the woman for everything. You're not really," and I'm like, "Can we just, I need Chris Rock to leave the Smiths alone and vice versa. Like, stay away from each other." Like, clearly there's mean girl energy going on. Don't like it. It's annoying, right? I don't know. Rich people problems. Yeah, we're complaining about celebrities, whatever. But enough of that. That was just like a couple minutes of that. But yeah, that was last week's in comedy. This week in comedy, Chris Rock. I also watched Mark Maron. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think it came out in the last episode. Anyway, this is episode 2. Remember when episode 1 where I was like, "And next week I'll be doing this," and then here I am a month or so later with episode 2. I hope to get episode 3 up next week on time too, and maybe I'll do coffee next week. Not just some seltzer. I just threw this together because I need to do it. Because I promised. I didn't promise. I promised myself. I made a commitment saying Sunday stand-up, sit down. So it doesn't even happen Sunday. And yeah. But until next week, Sundays this was Sunday stand-up, sit down. Now stand up, but